Hey, hey, good morning, lovers. Good morning. How are you doing this wonderful Thursday morning? Great idea implemented is where the money lives. Watched a video this morning by a colleague of mine, Jeffrey Gittimer. He's a big sales coach. Had the pleasure of meeting him and working with him many, many moons ago when I first got started. Before I even got started as a coach, actually, he helped me launch my business. And I was watching one of his lives this morning, and he was talking about masterminds and the power of masterminds. And he was also talking about how this pandemic has really leveled the playing field for everybody, changed everybody's lives, obviously. And for some people, some people have lost people, some people have been born. I mean, I think there's been a tremendous amount of fear being wielded out there. And at the same time, there's a lot of people that have capitalized incredibly in this pandemic. And so, where are you on that spectrum? And this is something I think about a lot. Let me know if you guys are tuning in here live so I can say hello and good morning. Drop a comment here. Let me know if you're tuning in live, but it's such an interesting conversation. I find myself dancing on that line as well of okay, am I acting from fear right now? Or am I really leaning in and capitalizing on an incredible opportunity? So for example, as I look at stocks online, like Zoom, I mean, wouldn't you have wanted to invested in the company Zoom since everybody in the freaking planet right now is online? All of the kids are learning from home. The people who invested in those stocks make a shit ton of money. Look at Amazon, Netflix, Google making freaking billions right now during this pandemic. Mr. Bill Gates himself manufactured freaking fear out there in the world and freaking raking it in. So, when I look at, and I was having this conversation this morning too with our sales team, good morning. Good morning. I'm happy to see you guys are tuning in here live. Let me know so I can say hi. We've been running masterminds now for I don't know, I started my first group coaching program in 2012. And, we have women from all over the world that get on the phone with our sales team every day. And as I guarantee the number one conversation that you're having with these people is answering that question in their head of, can I do this? Is it going to work for me? And the fear of change. Okay. We're like creatures of habit. Most people don't change until their ass is up against the wall. And it's really scary. I mean, let me know if you guys have changed, how your lifestyles have changed here during this pandemic. A lot of people have started businesses. A lot of businesses have closed their doors. A lot of people are looking at reinventing themselves. We moved from Southern California, to Northern California and started growing chickens and building gardens and building this homestead and highly underestimated. You guys should check out some of my videos this morning on, I think, the stories on Instagram and Facebook. We freaking chased chickens around the yard with a stick. I chased a chicken for 20 freaking minutes the other day, okay? I was like, this is what my life has come to. I'm laughing. I'm not upset about it. It's so different, And it's, again, this conversation about, changing your identity, the fear involved, can you do it? Underestimating how long it will take sometimes. Okay. We built this chicken coop. I swear to God, by the time a chicken lays an egg, they're going to be worth $500 a fucking egg. Okay. The chickens have a chicken mansion at this point. And you got to wait till they're 6 months old and blah, blah, blah. So we're learning, we're like a lot of our clients and students who, oh my God, they're nervous. They're afraid. They have this, calling, this really big, loud knocking on their heart to start this online business. And they don't know technology and they're afraid of being visible. And oh my God, what people don't like what I have to say. And all those fears, and they lean in and, they start building their business. I'm like, oh my God, all these learning curves. I underestimated, the calamity of all this. And it's, eventually you get your goal and you get your clients, and oh my gosh, it works. And then, and then you get a new goal. Okay. And then you're after something else. But how do you manage yourself in the meantime between, oh my God, lean in, make the decision and go for it. And, when your goals manifest. And right now, this is an incredible opportunity for people to get online and start something new. So everybody that's in, for example, the home improvement business, they're raking it in. Listen, here in Mount Shasta, we can't even find somebody to come and do yard work. Okay. There's like nobody, people are so busy. Construction people, super busy. Anything to do with home improvement, gardening. I mean, people aren't really traveling right now. So what are they doing with their resources? So are you spending your time worrying about, what could go wrong and preparing for the worst? Or are you leaning in and thinking, well, how can I make the best of this? How can I make the best of this? And that's kind of the topic of this conversation today. Super stoked you guys are all tuning in. You say hi here to Wendy, Reese, good morning, and Wilson, Jacqueline, Lee J, Aubrey, Sue, Cindy Williams in the house. What's up? There's a ton of people here on Facebook. Good morning, YouTube as well. So are you, and this is really the question or my challenge for you, are you living your life based on fear? Is fear driving your car? Does it have like two hands gripped on the steering wheel of your car? Or did you throw it in the fucking trunk where it belongs? That's a, good question to chew on. Because there's a huge opportunity right now for everybody. And I'm specifically, I'm looking at like, dang, I already know all the programs that, our clients use for online marketing that we invest in ourselves. I should go and freaking invest some money in the stock market. These watching the prices go up, that's forward thinking. So, someone said, I saw your chicken mansion, right on. So let me know, how has this pandemic changed your life? What changes have you made? And are you really forward thinking? Don't let that fear rob you of an incredible opportunity. Don't let it, and that there's always going to be fear in the world, and right now I think we are just at a place where we have been completely freaking sideswiped by it. And it's all planned out. It's all out there. All the documents are out there, which is kind of hard for people to swallow. But you have everyone's got an incredible opportunity right now to make a radical change in identity, change in how you live, where you live. And I think that this whole fear of like, oh my God, there's a virus that could really kill you, like, oh my God, it's made people really look at death and be like, shit, if I'm going to croak, am I really living the way I want to live? So really, really hit us with some great questions, I think. And that still doesn't mean that making a change is not scary or hard. I get to speak with women every single day here on the inside of our programs. We run 3 amazing masterminds for women entrepreneurs and coaches, healers, speakers, authors. And that's the biggest conversation that we have. I think it's so important to have those conversations, to have a safe space, to have a voice, to be heard, to be validated, your concerns, your fears, and the calamity of the process of change. It's not something you can avoid. It's totally worth it. It's fucking scary. Today I opened up my 5-minute journal and, oh, what's up? Vanessa, I made my first sale in the Wealthy Coach Academy this week. Congratulations. Check that out. I'm going to put this on the screen. Just talking about our masterminds. How fucking rad is that? How rad is this? Okay. Case in point. You lean in, you invest. Oh my God, is this going to work for me? I don't know. I've never done this before. Kaboom. Made her first sale. Congratulations. Congratulations. We get to celebrate these wins all the time. Look at this. Aubrey, close my physical business, open mine online. Kaboom. That's a massive change, you guys. It's massive. Congratulations. Sue says, fear is in the trunk. That's right. Don't let fear drive your bus, drive your train, man. Take your power back now, overcome fear and thrive. This is the whole point of, what we do here, why I built this company 11 years ago. And I'm really, really passionate about teaching women tools, mindset mastery, tips, tricks, ideas, perspectives, habits to overcome fear and thrive. And let me tell you what, we teach what we most need to learn. I certainly have struggled with that myself during this whole pandemic. I'm not, void of that. I just feel that the best way I can serve is to hold space for people to have those conversations so that other women know, hey, they're not alone. This is, it's normal what you're going through. And the real freaking kicker in all this, maybe I'll save that for another video about how, masterminds have totally changed my life and the lives of thousands of women now that I've taken our programs in the last just 5 years. I opened up my 5-minute journal today and there was a quote from Rosa Parks about, when you know what to do, it makes the fear go away. When you know what to do, it makes the fear go away. And I certainly believe that as well. When you have clarity, that's real power. Clarity from source, God, spirit, clarity within your own self about, what's the right thing to do, what's the next thing to do. Really, really powerful. We see people, get a great plan together, take action on it, and money loves speed. You guys, money loves speed. You take action on a great idea, and that's where money lives. Problem is, in between the great idea and the taking action on it comes along this little thing called fear. It's like, yeah, but what if it doesn't work for you? Or you should hang on to that money, or you should hang on to this, hang on to this identity, hang on to this part of yourself, hang on to this. Yeah, but what if your transformation is in letting go and doing something totally new and different? Scary. Let's check this out. Wendy, quit my career that was making me sick, now an entrepreneur. Congratulations. Congratulations. Absolutely rad, man. So are you allowing fear to drive your train, or are you kicking it into the trunk where it belongs? Money loves speed. Yeah. And it doesn't mean that, you're not going to have some bumps when you make a big change. I love celebrating women who lean in every single week. We see incredible things happening. People making their first sales. Oh my God, my marketing's actually working, and people are commenting. People are scheduling phone calls with me to buy my coaching service. And holy shit, there's a lot of conversations about, holy shit, what if this works and I become super successful and like really wealthy? Yeah. Some fear around there too. Sylvie says, the hell with that. Do it anyway. Absolutely. There's an incredible opportunity here for you. So that's really my challenge, or little piece of inspiration is, are you preparing for the worst, or are you really leaning in and investing, in the next great idea, right? Big idea, action, that's where the money lives. And in between, there's this thing called fear that comes in and usually tries to rip you around with, stories from the past. So I'm going to tell you a story. Even last week, I was doing one of these live broadcasts, these live videos. I'm using StreamYard. And also the video was about, overcoming your visibility blocks and how, it's really scary to go out there on video and what are people going to think of you? And, your family judges you or your colleagues, your friends, and usually all these judgments come from people that would never even attempt to do what you're doing. So, opinions are like assholes. Just be careful whose opinion you listen to. My books, unless you're making $9 million in the coaching industry, unless you've done better than me, I'm just not, I'll say like, thank you for your opinion, but certainly I'm not going to take it to heart. But that's a big fear. Okay. So I'm doing this video, going live using, I'm talking about how scary it is to do video and all the things that could go wrong. Sure enough, my freaking, the computer crashes, black screen of death. Okay. And I'm like, oh my God, shit. The whole computer just crapped out. I'm in the middle of doing a live stream video about overcoming your visibility blocks. The worst thing that could possibly happen in the world happens. So, restart the computer, go back in. Let me go and log back in and see if people are still there. Sure enough, everyone's still on the video waiting, 2 minutes later. I'm laughing. I'm like, well, there just goes to show you, the worst thing that happened just happened and I'm still alive. No one's died here. So oftentimes, feel the fear and do it anyways. It's scary, but it's never as bad as we think it's going to be. And I remember when I was, I got this job many years ago. I wrote my first book, From Bankrupt to Making $900 a Day Selling Mops. Okay, it was my first book. It's a small book about mindset, law of attraction, business, sales. And people really asked me, did you really sell mops? And I said, yeah, I did. That's how I got started. So I used to sell mops and lint removers and these tchotchke products that you would see on infomercials at night. And I worked for this company that would set up a stage in a store. And on the stage, it was like a two feet off the ground. It was like 8 feet by 8 feet. And they would have a cage around the back of it where we'd hang all of our products, big flashing light on top. And we'd set this up in these major chain stores. And I do these little broadcasts, ladies and gentlemen, come over and get your free gifts, and do a little 20-minute pitch. And I got, became the best salesperson in the company, did that for 4 years. And I think I've faced the worst disasters you could ever imagine. I mean, I remember, so we had this one stage that had a fake waterfall in the back. It was like a big plastic thing and water would come down. There was a pump. Okay. That would pull the water and it would capture everyone's attention. A rule of marketing 101, yeah. And so there I am, I'm on stage doing this freaking show. There's, 20, 30 people around, and I back up and fall into the waterfall. The whole thing goes down, water everywhere, and stop the show, Oh my God. Didn't die, I'm still alive, still here. I had one woman laugh so freaking hard that her clackers came out of her mouth and chattered across the freaking stage. Imagine doing your pitch, all of a sudden there's a lady lost her fake teeth. Okay, what do you do? I was like, stop, pick those up. Oh my God, I have had hecklers heckle me. I mean, I learned that, I don't know what I learned. I learned to go with the flow, and it's never as bad as you think. And you always freaking survive after, and there's kind of something exciting about having, a different, a job or a career where something, you never know what's going to happen. I get on these live Q&As with these women. I had a great live call with our year-long bikini business coach mastermind clients yesterday. And I mean, the conversations are incredible. It's incredible. And I might be there holding space, and somebody sparks a question or a conversation, turns into something else, and everyone benefits from it in the most incredible way. I love masterminds. I love my business. I'm so grateful that 11 years ago I leaned in and risked doing something on my own for myself that's now impacted thousands of women around the world. We have rad people working for our team now from all over the world. I get to host these rad conversations. I was watching some of the video testimonials from our soul sister masterminds in Hawaii, doing a website, and just looking back on like, oh my God, all these, like, it's just rad. And how cool is it that, you can do this online. Don't have to wear a mask. You know what I mean? When he says she's dying of laughter. Well, thank God somebody's laughing here today. That's the whole point of this. It's the whole point of this. Sylvia says you're a showstopper. Yeah. Showstopper. Somebody freaking stopped, stopped breathing and their freaking teeth came flying out. Anyways, moral of the story. Hope that this has inspired you a little bit today. I just wanted to encourage you all and let you all know that no matter what you're going through, it is scary. It's, change is really scary and totally doable and probably very uncomfortable. And I think one of the most valuable things you can do right now is to have important conversations with people who get it. Have important conversations with people who understand you, who get it, whether that's in a mastermind group. That's, I think, that one of the best reasons to join one, or, it's colleagues of yours, friends of yours that understand, that, have empathy. Super, super important. Yeah. So do you train want to be photography? Oh, hey, Megan, that's a great question. We actually, I run a year-long mastermind program called the Bikini Business Coach, like rock your business in a bikini if you want to. And we teach people how to do, sales funnels, online marketing. Some of our clients are doing, I think last month, $66,000, $34,000 in income, $20,000, turning their yearly income into a monthly income, using paid advertising. Masterminds, we're teaching them about, the habits of leadership when you grow your business. And twice a year, we do a Soul Sister Mastermind. So I host these 3-day live events with me in luxury places like Laguna Beach, California, and Kauai, Hawaii. And on those retreats, I actually pay my photographer to come and do photo shoots for our clients, and they get to use them. They own the pictures after. They get to use them for their marketing. And these pictures are like fucking rad pictures. Like, I will fly the photographer to Hawaii. She's that good. And so I don't do the photography personally, although I really do love taking pictures. It's like one of my creative things. So that's an interesting question. Sylvia says, yes, masterminds are incredible. Bethany says, connecting with those that keep you moving forward so you don't, slink back into fear. Absolutely. Very much alone on this journey. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I really want to do the year long, but I'm a loner. Yeah. So here's the deal. If you can go so much further when you have support, when you have accountability, and when you have a tribe of love leaders and soul sisters that get you. I think that's one of the most amazing things to witness as a mastermind facilitator, is just how much everyone goes like, oh my God, I'm not alone. I'm not crazy. There could be like 30 people in the freaking Zoom call, and they, one person asks a question that the other people would have never thought to ask. That's so relevant. And they're like, wow, that describes exactly, I wanted to ask a question, but it's already been answered. As a common experience. It's so magical to watch. And I highly recommend that you don't, struggle or suffer alone. It's just unnecessary. And you can go so much further, so much faster when you're not always doubting yourself. Yeah, and it's easy to do when you watch all these YouTube videos and read all these books and get all this information. It's great information, but like, how do I apply that to my business? Is it going to work for my business? Is it the right thing for me to do at this stage in the game? And I think that's really where somebody like a mentor can give you perspective that you just don't have right now. It's not your fault. It's just, you can be upset about being in grade 6 all you want instead of being in grade 12, But if you're in grade 6, that's where you're at. And you can have a grade 12er come around and like teach you some really cool things. So it's not it's not necessarily your fault that you might not know what you don't know, but it still costs you. Do you know what I mean? Like we built this garden fence, okay? And I was like, just build a fence already, the freaking deer are coming to eat all everything I'm, putting in the ground is being annihilated by the deer and the squirrels. Like we had freaking squirrel parade in our backyard. I could not believe how many squirrels we have here. Just build the fence. Okay, wow. When you really look at it, it's like, okay, put some posts in the ground, concrete mixers, like, holy smokes. Did we underestimate that? And of course, it solved the problem. We finally, figured that in, but we called the neighbor who's a contractor, okay? And our neighbor, Eric, came over and, Alex was like, okay, well, this is how it's done. I'm learning so much. I'm learning so much about what I don't know about building a fence. And, because of his help, they got it done in a lot sooner time, let's just say. Bethany says, yes. Others see our blind spots. Masterminds give opinions we don't see. Yeah, that's right. Lots of people get a great idea, and that's where the money lives, right? A great idea implemented is where the money lives. There is power in the right tribe. Exactly. So overwhelming. Yes, masterminds are incredible. Absolutely, absolutely. Holy smokes, you guys. I'm going to have a sip here of my smoothie. Hubby makes me these delicious smoothies. Oh my God, this one I'm sure there's pineapple in it because it's so good. I drink them out of jars. You guys I'm like obsessed with these big mason jars. Mostly because I like big cups, So good. So good. That's what I have for you guys today. I hope this has been inspirational. If it has been, please like, comment, share this video. If you want, please do say hi if you're catching the replay so I can say hello. I love you guys. Go for your dreams. Believe in yourself. Lean in. Start looking at how can I capitalize on this situation here? How can I turn lemons into lemonade? Yes. Yes. Love you guys. See you real soon. Aloha.